Well, with a race as tight as this, I thought I would bring you back a little bit early, but I am going to give you every single ending to every single game as we approach the last two games of the season. There is 4 points separating first from sixth place. We're sixth, so we're doing our best to push ourselves to get promoted. Let's see if we can do that today, shall we? Welcome everybody to episode number 57 of Taskmaster FC. I am so excited to bring you back today. We've got 10 games left in the season. Take a look at the standings. We are just a mere 4 points out of first place. Now, that being said, there are 6 teams that are really vying for those 2 promotion spots. Looks like everybody else is going to probably fill in for the playoff spots, but I'd love nothing more than to push for that automatic promotion. If we take a look at our fixtures, I've got a couple wild stories to tell you. So we lost a couple games here, been on a nice kind of run of some wins and some draws, pretty good. We did have an injury disaster. We only had one goalkeeper in our lineup, and that goalkeeper was Desiree Birch. Desiree Birch got injured a couple of weeks ago, so we have not had a starting goalkeeper for a couple of games. And if we actually go back let's see here. I can't remember which game it was. I think the Watford game Desiree Birch was in. I have to go through and take a look here. Now, Julian Clary was still in during that game. Let's keep going forward here. Watford, Coventry City. Was this the game where we ended up getting injured? Desiree Birch was in. No injury there. 0-0 draw. I think it might have been this. No, Desiree Birch in there as well. Sorry. I will find this eventually. Was it Hull City? Yikes. Hull City. Nope, Desiree Birch as well. Goodness, maybe it was sooner than I realized. It's been a while since I've actually taken a look at this. Maybe it was the Portsmouth game. Yeah, so Desiree Birch gets injured. I've got to pull in just a random player to come in and fill in for goal for the rest of the game. Desiree Birch is supposedly out for 2 to 3 months with an injury. And so the next game, which a miraculous 3-0 win, I do have to say, we ended up having to pull a goalkeeper who I can't even click on. That tells you how low in the depth chart I had to pull this goalkeeper from. Managed a 7.4, which I am not even sure how that's even possible, considering the fact that this goalkeeper, I don't think had a single attribute above 10. But that being said, I struggled to find somebody who could fill in, and we did manage to get a backup keeper in here, Sally Phillips, who's just 2 stars. I mean, this is just a massive just fill in and hope that this individual can make some saves for us as we start approaching the end of the season. Desiree Birch is still going to be out for quite some time, even though it shows that Desiree Birch is still kind of in that half-injured stage, but expected to be out another 4 to 7 weeks. So as we approach the end of the season, might be able to get Desiree Birch back. I don't know, but Sally Phillips is going to be the goalkeeper for the near future. As we see here, we've had quite a bit of injuries. Matt Heath being injured. Actually, I don't think I've even introduced you to Matt Heath yet. I'll introduce you to some of these players here in just a moment, but Asim Chowdhury, 3 to 6 more weeks. Sue Perkins, 3 to 5 more weeks. Ardal O'Hanlon, another 5 days to 3 weeks. So we've had some injury issues. I did bring in some players towards the end of the transfer window, so I'll introduce you to those. Not super exciting. We are going to bring Julian Clary on as a full-time player in our squad. Joins in June. So a little bit upset at that because I thought by signing this player I was going to get the player right as the January transfer window ended, and that was not the case. In fact, it ends up being until June until we end up getting this player. So I was only left with one keeper, which is why we ended up having the issue that we ended up having. But as I go through and look at our transfer history, we did bring a couple of other people in on loan. So we do have Matt Heath here from Sunderland, another good player that we can just continue to rotate in that defensive center defensive position here. 3 stars, tall, good natural fitness, good jumping reach, just good physical attributes. Would be a good rotational player for us. 2 to 9 million might be something we want to take a look at. Yikes, not right now. But the contract does end at the end of the season, so it might be somebody we want to bring in. We'll just have to wait things out. Lloyd Langford is in as a central midfielder. Again, good option off the bench. Not really sure exactly if he's going to be able to start for us, but a good player nonetheless. And then obviously Sally Phillips, which I showed you, free transfer, was playing in lower levels of English football, not even really making the start here. 2 starting appearances here is about as much as this individual's made, other than a loan to Mumbai from Manchester City a long, long time ago. So this player has long been forgotten. We're trying to revitalize their career, and hopefully that can get us through the rest of the season. Really, other than that, like I said, been on a good run of form. We just are 4 points out of first place here. Again, everybody really close here, so I'm excited to bring you kind of the last part of the season. So if you take a look here, Got some games against some tough opponents, so this is going to be a really tough run-in, but wins against these opponents are going to be the wins that are going to push us to the top of the league because they're teams that are near us. So if we get those 3 points, it's going to really help boost us towards the top of the league and get one of those 2 automatic promotion spots that I'm hoping for. So we got a game at home against Wolverhampton, who are 4th in the league. We've got a game away against Leeds, who are 7th, away against Reading, who are 8th, and then top of the table Blackburn at home. So 4 very difficult matches that are here. Away against Wrexham, home against Charlton Athletic, home against Wickham, away against Preston North End, home against West Bromwich, and then away at Middlesbrough last game of the season. So that could be a title decider or a automatic promotion decider depending upon how things play out. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play each game. I'll bring you back last 10 minutes, just kind of show you what happens, and then I'll probably do that for the next 8 games or so and maybe bring you the last 2 matches full on. We'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens, but super excited for that. We'll just kind of get our starting lineup out of the way because this is primarily going to be our lineup as we continue to move forward with the rest of the season here. So you've got Sally Phillips in goal, defensively Nina Oyama, Laura Daniel, Nick Muhammad, and Alice Levine, Guz Khan, Paul Chowdhury, Aaron Chen, Bob Mortimer, and then John Kearns and Haley Sproul up top. Haley Sproul doing a fantastic job, 17 goals on the season, which is a fantastic return for a player who may or may not have been somebody we started off introducing into the starting lineup. Emma City's kind of fallen off the wagon here. Unfortunately, just not really performing well the last couple, I take it back, last couple games, got an assist and a goal, but just not performing at the level we need to. We need really that goal-a-game striker. We're still looking for that person. Emma City, 108 appearances with us at Chesham United. So very, very good player, but again, just we're rotating in the players that are doing well. So I've wasted your time for 6 minutes, maybe not wasted, but giving you a little bit of background. I'm going to bring you back last 10 minutes of these games and hopefully show you some victories, show you some exciting plays, and hopefully bring us that much closer to the Premier League. We'll see you back here with 20 minutes left in the game against Wolves. We were up 3-1. Looking really fantastic this game. Lots of opportunities, lots of XG. As soon as I say that, though, Wolves get an opportunity here with the corner. They end up pushing it to the outside. Looking to try to get that ball back into the box here. And good header outside by Nina Oyama. Looks like Mendy's going to get in and click it right to Sally Phillips. Again, I'm not expecting a whole lot from Sally Phillips in this game, but a couple of good saves. And as long as we can score a couple of goals, we will absolutely do the rest. Let's go ahead and make a couple of little changes here as we approach the last 10 minutes of the game here. This is Bob Mortimer's a little bit tired. We got a couple players out here that could be replaced. I don't really have an option there, sadly. Let's undo that and let's... Sorry, I had to move the mic here. Let's make a couple of little changes. Babatunde Aleshe. Let's get Chowdhury off. Let's get Joanne McNally on. Again, Guz Khan doing a great job controlling the midfield here. Just a little bit tired, but get Lloyd Langford on there. You know what, actually get Ashlyn B? Yeah, let's get Ashlyn B. And then we got an opportunity to get one more sub in, so let's go ahead and make these changes. Let's want you to make an impact. Let's make a difference today. Let's confirm these subs and hopefully finish this game out with a victory. Looks like we got about 10 minutes left of the game. Looks like Wolves might have another highlight here. Hoping we can kind of get on this and intercept it, but looks like Wolverhampton are going to do a good job trying to work through the midfield here. Gets the ball, and it looks like it might be a foul. It's pretty close to being in the box here. I think that's debatable. I think you got to take a look at that rather than giving the penalty, but that's just my opinion. The scores very easily. 3-2. We got to try to wind this game down. Go to more balanced mentality here. Are we killing time? We are killing time. That is a little bit frustrating that that's given as a penalty. I think you may want to take a look at that to see if it actually is a penalty, because I would disagree that, or at the very least, at least take a look at it. But is what it is. We do have an opportunity here. Alice Levine with the ball now. Looks to work the ball onto the outside. Babatunde Aleshe just need to make sure we take care of the ball here. Nina Oyama tries to move the ball forward. Gets it to Laura Daniel. We're just kind of working the ball around here. Nina Oyama again to Ashlyn B. Ashlyn B moves the ball to John Kearns. Again, no place to really move the ball. B here. Joanne McNally, if we can get the ball through here, we might be looking good. Good stop here. And an excellent shot here. We got about 5 minutes or so left until the end, at least the very start of stoppage time here. Got about 5 minutes left. I think I'd love to pull out a victory today. About 2 minutes left. Looks like we're going to have one more highlight. Alice Levine looking to throw the ball in. He has to be wide open there on the left-hand side. No, we're going to move it to Mortimer. Back to Levine. Moves forward. Gets the ball into the box. Back to City. Sproul. Kearns just wide. Good effort, though. Good job moving the ball around. Looks like it was tipped, so we will get a corner out of this. Take our time. Let's kill out some more clock and see if we can hold on and get this victory. A big victory against a team in the top 6 against Wolverhampton would be a fantastic result today. Looks like moves us up to 4th position. Gets the ball into the box. Haley Sproul back to Mortimer. Mortimer takes his time. That he's going to wave it down for offside. And again, let's see if we can kill out the last 2 minutes of this game. It looks like we can. Looks like we will get the victory today. 3-2 over Wolverhampton. Definitely an iffy penalty there towards the end of the game, but a good, solid performance overall. Lots of XG. And again, we just need to be a little bit more careful around goal, not to give good scoring opportunities because we are a little weak in goal. But an excellent victory for us today. See where that takes us in terms of our league position. We are now 4th. Blackburn Rovers still have their game to play, but again, 6 points separating all of these teams here, and 9 points. Leeds United making a jump up here. This really is anybody's league at this point in time. So pretty exciting. We might get to the end here sooner rather than later. I'm going to bring you back against the Leeds United game. Any big changes that take place, and I will be sure to let you know. But a big win today, 3-2 over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Bringing back the Leeds United game up 2-0. Lucky red card for us, not for Leeds United, but lucky red card for us. It's helped us push us 2-0 up. 20 minutes left in this game. An absolutely fantastic result. Again, we got a little bit left to do. Got a few players that are tired. I think I'm going to make some substitutions here 80th minute, but we are up 2-0. Hopefully we can keep it that way. Let's get some substitutions on Aaron Chen. Let's get Bob Mortimer on for Aaron Chen. A couple more substitutions I can make here. Anybody looking super fatigued? Guz Khan? Nobody really want to bring on for Guz Khan. John Kearns? No, not really there. Maybe Bud Batunde Aleshe? Catherine Ryan? I'm pretty content with that squad. Yeah, I say let's just run this out. Confirm the squad and let's just keep going. Love the red card, to be perfectly honest with you. Not something I look for every time, but man, against a team like Leeds United, it definitely makes this a whole lot easier. I don't know how John Kearns missed that, to be perfectly fair, unless it was deflected, and I don't think it was. But man, that is a sad miss by John Kearns. We approach the 90th minute. Up 2-0. Again, that is just a huge victory against a team that is pushing for promotion just like we are and gets us closer to the top of the table. Every 3 points, absolutely huge for us at this point this season. That was a great header by Nick Mohammed. Just ended up right in the hands of Johnson. Couldn't really read that. Let's see how this game ends. Again, keep Leeds United off the board here. Alice Levine with the interception now. Moves the ball up the field to Guz Khan. Guz Khan looking forward to see if he can do anything with the ball here. Moves it down. Just cuts it into the box. Nothing doing there. And their version of Chowdhury clears the box out, but Matt Heath. Good interception there. Bob Mortimer, Bob Batunde Aleshe gets it to John Kearns over to Emma City, who scores. Might have been offside. Not quite sure there. Yeah, it was offside. Definitely a solid goal there. A good opportunity and a great chance. Oh, I thought Emma City might have been the one that's offside there, but it turned out it was the cross that got to Emma City that caused the offside. We get the 3 points here. Again, an absolutely dominant performance. We're up 1-0 to begin with. The red card just made our life a whole lot easier as we attempted to close out this game. So very, very well done by our squad. Very proud of the performance. Nobody really did give us a chance today. Let's see how that ends up affecting the league table here. Pushes up to 4th again. Just everybody up here still continuing to win. We really can't separate ourselves from the other teams that are here. I would say there's 9 points gap between Wolves and Blackburn Rovers. Now, they still have a game left to play, but we are definitely giving ourselves an opportunity here. Don't get me wrong, Blackburn and Middlesbrough still in charge and still in the lead here, but definitely giving ourselves an opportunity to try to reach that last promotion spot. No controversy here. Haley Sproul out for 2 weeks, so Emma City looks like she might be making a return to the first team squad. We've got 6 players that are injured, and I'm hoping some of these injuries turn into either the light orange injuries or just give us a chance to play these players again. So we have a game against Reading coming up very soon. Reading, a very good team in 8th place. Hopefully we can get a victory there. I will see you very soon, and we will continue to charge up the table. Fingers crossed. We can hopefully back for our game against Reading again, up 2-0. Probably undeserved based off of our current position, but we'll take it. We're going to take it nonetheless. We are up 2-0. We're going to make a final substitution here. Not really sure what to do here. Aleshe, goodness. Oyama, anything I bring on there? No, probably not with Nick Mohammed. Paul Chowdhury, maybe Lloyd Langford. Just to finish. Actually, you know what? I'm going to undo that. Mortimer. Chen. Just no options on the bench. Everybody here is just not going to be helpful for us at this point in time. Goodness. I don't know. I'm so conflicted. Fine, we'll do that. Confirm the sub. Let's just get this over with. Let's get the win in. Hopefully. I mean, again, there's still plenty of opportunities for us to lose here, but we are up currently 2-0. Guz Khan with the corner in the box. It's cleared out. Emma City gets it back to Guz Khan. Guz Khan back into the box. Emma City fires, and a good save made by the Reading goalkeeper. Might have been a little bit offsides there, but regardless, I think we're going to end up winning this game. And again, we just continue piling on the points. Problem, though, is looks like the team above us are also doing the same thing. So does it... I mean, obviously it keeps us close, but we've got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to continue to win these games and move forward. But when other teams win around us, it's hard to make up any ground. We get the 2-0 win against Reading, which is a fantastic result considering we were, in all honesty, probably the second best team today. Only 2 shots on target. They only had 2 as well, but man, we were not looking good there towards the end. It's a good win for us, but did we gain any ground against our opponents? The answer, I mean, maybe a little bit. 74 points. We'll still have their game to play, but we're looking closer to the top of the table here. 7 games left. 4 points off the top. 2 points from the automatic promotion spots. We continue to push forward. And over the best, we got a game against Blackburn Rovers coming up. Let's look at the championship table here. Again, 74 points here, 75, 76, 78. We're right there in the thick of things. We just need to continue to push forward, to continue to win games, and hope for the best. Hopefully, we get some players coming back from injury over the next couple of days or so. So that hopefully helps us continue to push forward for the promotion spots. I mean, again, there's only 12 points separating 7th from 1st. So any of those positions are still up for grabs. If I go back to the homepage here, it tells us the lowest we can finish is 14th. I don't think that's really very realistic here. I mean, I think we're guaranteed ourselves a playoff spot, but we need to continue to push forward, continue to win games. Getting a win against Blackburn is going to be very, very huge for us because, again, this really was our tough run of fixtures. Blackburn first in the league, but all the rest of these teams, you look at 18th, 9th, 20th, 22nd, 13th, and 3rd. We've got an opportunity to win a lot of games here at home, but if we continue to move forward with what we've been doing so far, I think we'll do well. We just got to continue to push forward and hope for the best. So I will bring you back for the Blackburn game here in just a couple minutes. Well, I am bringing you back for the game against Blackburn Rovers, and we are 1-1. And I just made my final substitutions here, and we're just going to kind of see how the game ends up playing out. So I'm just going to continue to play this, and I feel like we've done quite well. I mean, Blackburn are a very, very good team. They are at the top of the table, so anything against them is going to be a very, very good result. And unfortunately, they do have control of the ball at the moment, are continuing to work the ball very well inside the box, and fired it just wide. Fortunately, that did not do much. And even a draw here would be let's be honest, a fantastic result against a team that is top of the league. We're just trying to do our best to maintain a little bit of the gap that we have between us and the teams that are just below us. And every little bit that we can do is going to be absolutely fantastic. And they decided to take that free kick a little bit differently than what I would expect. And they have scored there. It looks to be clearly offside. And it is, thankfully, as we continue to work out towards the end of the game. We clear the ball up top. Nothing doing there, as I've mentioned many times, to clear the ball to the members of the team that are closest to us. And Sally Phillips does not feel to agree with that, to clear a ball to a teammate that is close to the goal, so it chucks it up the top and immediately gets intercepted, as it normally does. Fortunately for us, we do get the ball, but unfortunately it goes back to Blackburn Rovers, and they are continuing to move the ball up the field. Fortunately, they do have a player that gets injured. Don't know what to say about that, but other than that, Emma City gets the ball to Bob Mortimer. Mortimer to City. City back to Mortimer, gets the ball out wide to Aleshe. Aleshe to Kearns, who scores, but unfortunately it is offside, just like the previous goal that Blackburn scored against us. We do have a few minutes left in this game. 7 minutes of extra time, or added time added. And you know what? A draw here is not a bad necessarily result. We'll take it. 1-1. Might not get us closer to where we need to be, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a decent result, and we'll take it. We'll go to the dressing room here and say you were unlucky. They kind of were, to be fair. We had a upper hand on the results here. 40 games played, 4 points away. I mean, Middlesbrough still have to play their game. Wolves still have to play their game. Could put us back in a 5th. It's a bit frustrating because we continue to do well in our games, but it really does depend on how other teams do as well. We got 14 games till our next game. Gosh, just a lot going on here. Yeah, we just focus on what we can do. I mean, that's the bigger scheme of things. We just try to get better. Try to be good. So the next couple games work out. I'm going to go ahead and continue to Sunday's matches and see how that ends up affecting the results, because I want you to see how the table is live as we have 14 games left in the season. I think 4 or 5 games left. Just keep going. Goodness, not a whole lot going on here. Play the games yet? Wolverhampton still have to play theirs. If we can get past Monday, I think we can... at least safe to say where we're at. Okay, there we go. Do we drop down to 4th? Still in 3rd? I don't know. Still 3rd. But looks like they dropped. No, they still have a game left to play. Okay, so we're just going to leave that as is. We'll come back to our next game, but I'm telling you right now, this is an exciting finish here. We have 6 games left in the regular season. There are 8 points separating 6th from 1st. If you want to break it down even a little bit more, there are 12 points separating 7th from 1st. So still a lot of matches left to be played. Still a lot of games and points left on the table here. We'll just have to see how things turn out, but inching ourselves closer. We just got to keep playing well. We've got to continue to do well. Fortunately, our schedule is a little bit easier as we approach the end of the season. I've talked about before. Wrexham are 18th. Charlton Athletic 11th. 20th. 22nd. 13th. Our only tough games left against Middlesbrough, who are 4th. We can win these 5 games, or at least get points in these 5 games. I think we're in a good spot for promotion. We'll just have to wait and see how it happens. I'll bring you back soon. Bring you back with about 20 minutes left in the game, and we are up 4-2 against Wrexham United. It's been a hotly contested match, kind of a back and forth affair, but we have done fantastic to make sure that we are on top. A penalty in the second half for Bob Mortimer, and then John Kearns with a header in the back of the net has absolutely secured us, fingers crossed, victory in this particular game and brought us closer to the top of the table. And I mean, that was a very uneventful last 20 minutes, but as you can see here, we have utterly dominated that performance. I mean, Wrexham scoring 2 goals has been a gift, to say the least, but we are on top. It was a very good win for us today as we continue to move forward. I think there's 5 games left in the season. Gosh, we played 41 games, 5 games left in the season. I mean, we are in promotion spot. Oh joy, oh rapture. It's so exciting, yet we've still got a long way to go. Need to keep winning games, need to keep doing what we need to do. I mean, again, Wolverhampton Wanderers they can still push us out, to be fair, if they win the game in hand. So we've got to continue to do what we're doing, but the reality is there's still 8 points between 6th and 1st. This is going to be a very exciting finish as we approach the end of the season, but the reality is I've got 4 games left to show you and then the last 2 games of the season. So let's see how things turn out in the final couple games of the season. We'll see you very, very soon for our next game against Charlton Athletic, who are 11th in the league. We got Wycombe Wanderers, who are 19th, Preston North End away, and West Bromwich Albion. Middlesbrough at the end of the season. 5 games left. We'll show you the next 3, and we'll see how it turns out. Very exciting, and we will see you very, very soon. I mean, I'm more than happy to bring you back when we just score a penalty that brings us to a 5-2 lead over Charlton Athletic. A beautiful penalty by Bob Mortimer, who absolutely superbly brings us to a massive 3-goal lead against Charlton Athletic and pushes us again towards the top of the table. Charlton Athletic with a great free kick here opportunity, but unfortunately, or fortunately for us, pushes it wide, and we are in a good shape. Ashland B here with a good spot kick. Pushes it wide and gives us a corner kick. 60 minutes left in the second half. We are up 5-2. This is an absolutely, again, superb performance. And again, Nick Muhammad is 6-2. Chesham United over Charlton Athletic. And when we look at the grand scheme of things, we are just trying to do what we can to push that goal difference closer to where it needs to be. And again, when you see all the happy, complacent, that's the word I'm looking for, complacent players, you just want to tear them a new one. Yikes, what can I do here? There's a couple of substitutions I can make. Let's get Catherine Ryan in here. Nope, never mind. Undo that. Goodness, there's a lot of changes I can make to at least keep us... There we go. Confirm the sub. Let's keep that from being too crazy complacent, because I don't want to lose some goal difference against teams that are above us. I mean, anytime we can get 4 goals up, that is a fantastic performance here. Chesham United, Charlton Athletic, again looking to attack. Looks like we get the ball here. Ashland B gets up to Haley Sproul, who looks to move the ball forward. Not a whole lot doing there. Bob Mortimer, Ashland B gets it up, but unfortunately it's immediately intercepted by the Charlton Athletic defenders. But we get it to Nino Yama. Paul Chowdhury up to Emma City. Nino Yama to Guz Khan, who moves it in the box to Emma City. Emma City looking, can we get number 7 here? Guz Khan in the box to Bob Mortimer, scores 7 goals against Charlton Athletic, and you got to love that. It's 7-2. Those are the kind of goals, and I'll be honest with you. You look at the goal difference, those are the types of things that can make us in the promotion positions. You got to love it. I mean, if you're us, you got to love it. If you're anybody else, you got to hate it. Those are the kind of goals that, again, push us in the promotion position. That's exactly the type of thing we need to make sure that we're doing here. And Bob Mortimer gets the ball again, moving the ball forward to Haley Sproul, who beats the defender, gets a little bit of the ball forward, tries to find anybody in the box, gets it back to Aleshe, to Chowdhury, passes the ball forward. Unfortunately, it's intercepted, and that will end the highlight. Speaking of highlights here, Charlton Athletic get a ball head forward, but Sally Phillips takes the ball, takes her time to move the ball up, which I'm perfectly fine with. Charlton Athletic get the ball back again, and just miss it wide, thankfully. Again, we're looking forward to promotion. We can look at what we can do here, and a 7-2 win is a massive set forward, not only in terms of points, but the goal difference. Especially considering that Charlton Athletic had a bigger goal difference, more possession, more passes completed, but grand scheme of things, we have won this game. That's a great victory for us. We will take it, and we'll see where that ends up landing us. Still 4 games left, still third. Below Wolves and Blackburn Rovers, we've got to do something to overcome those 2 teams to get us pushing forward to the automatic promotion position. It's going to be tough. We've got some games up ahead. Let me tell you, there are games that we can win. Wickham, 19th. Preston North End, 22nd. West Bromwich Albion, 9th. Middlesbrough, 5th. I mean, there are some games here that we can win. We just got to make sure that other teams lose. That being said, I will bring you back for the next game here in just a moment. Yeah, one more game against the Wickham Wanderers. We are up 1-0 again against the run of form. We're just hoping that we can continue this victory. I mean, the reality is that we are kind of up against it, but we're kind of hoping for the best. Yama needs probably a substitution here. I don't think there's anything we left to do. I just want to make sure and double check. Yeah, we're 5 players in, so Nino Yama kind of on her own here, hoping that we can just cross the line into victory here. And they're going to get an opportunity here. Free kick. Oh, it's a goal. Well, I trust you all towards the end of the game, and end of the game this will be, as we are up 2-0 against Preston North End. Goodness gracious, can we end the game against Preston North? Just have to wait and see how things turn out, but right now Preston North End with the opportunity to attack here and fires the ball over the top of the net. Will be a goal kick, and we are going to try to slow this game down as much as we possibly can, giving ourselves the 2-0 lead. I mean, this is a massive victory. We just have to make sure that we beat other competition. That is, we need to make sure that Wolverhampton and Blackburn Rovers do not earn as many points as we do against what we've got one right now, and they have scored. It's offside, thankfully. We're going to try to calm out the rest of the game, just slowly play this out. We're still 2-0. Looking lovely. Aaron Chen with the ball now. Work it's outside to Arlo Hanlon. Arlo Hanlon look for the ball across the outside, can't quite get there, but moves it forward. Aaron Chen just tries to chuck the ball towards the net here, and then it goes wide. Got 3 minutes of extra time here, and it looks like we're going to just make our way towards the end of the game here. A victory is a victory indeed, and we are going to win this game despite being outplayed, outshot, outpossessed. Not really outpossessed, but it feels like it based on the graph that I see below. We're going to go to the dressing room here. It's quite a good victory, which puts us in the promotion positions as far as I know. Again, 87 points. There's 2 games left in the regular season. We've got to make sure that we come on top. I mean, if Wolverhampton win, I mean, that's pushes it back down. So we got to make sure that we win against Wolverhampton. We're going to keep pushing this forward. Let's get this pressing match. Goodness gracious. It's not an ironing competition. We do what we do indeed. Hey, Sally Phillips. Great job. We've got to see if I gotta sneeze. Maybe? I don't know, we'll say they're Playborn Brown. God, they're up against us still. Goodness gracious, we got 2 games left. 1 point in it. You know what? I'm gonna play these games live. I want you to see every single game we play live. It's been 30 minutes anyways. It's time for a nice little break here, but we're going to bring you back the last 2 games. We got West Bromwich Albion and Middlesbrough. My goodness. These are 2 very important games for us. We'll just have to see what happens. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. It's been a very wild ride the last couple of minutes, plus couple of games. But that being said, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe, etc. And we'll see you very closely next time against West Bromwich and Middlesbrough. And hopefully this gives us enough to be promoted. If not, we'll be in the playoffs and we'll do what we can. But we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Cheers. Aqua Kine. Pomarie. Etc.